KUGAN CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global at the Matchroom Gym here in Brentwood, joined by HARLEY BENN.
How are you, mate? You alright?
How are you, mate? You alright?
Good, mate. Good, mate.
It's lovely to see your dad right on your case.
Mate, honestly, right, and he's scary as well, mate. When he's in the gym, he means business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what he says goes, and that's it. Like,
It's good to watch because, like I said, he was doing his own training, and then he's coming in to you in between his training to try and tell you how to throw shots and stuff, and that's priceless. That stuff.
Of course, because to be fair, who better to tell me? Do you know what I mean? Even if he wasn't my dad, like he's too tight. The boxing knowledge that he's got is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just happens to be my dad, which is good.
We caught up the other day with yourself and obviously Connor with your thoughts on Nigel's one last comeback fight on the 23rd of November. So we haven't really got to touch on that again, but we'll might come into it a little bit later on. But we haven't sort of had a chance to catch up since. It's safe to say it was a shock defeat.
Yeah, of course, a shock defeat. It was. On paper, it looks absolutely awful. Yeah. It does. It looks terrible. But people like yourself, people that know boxing, will know really and truly. Records. I didn't even know how much records meant until after my last fight. They don't really mean a lot because I've fought people with a much better record than Lee Hallett. A much better record than Lee Hallett. Like I think, I don't know, someone I fought had like 10 fights, 6 wins, 4 losses. Do you know what I mean? So like, or 5 wins, 5 losses. But Lee Hallett had never had a win, and he was better than them by far. Do you know what I mean? So I probably looked at the record and didn't think much of it, thought that I should have just walked through that fight. I watched Lee himself and I thought, right, okay, I've got this in the bag if I just do what I've been learning. People who say to me that they'd never seen him fight like that on that night. He came out to Connor's walkout song on that night. He wanted to win, do you know what I mean? I'm not making an excuse. He fought a good fight and beat me, so it is what it is. But I don't even want to say too much because I know what I've got left and I haven't showed people 20% of what I can do yet. So it was a big wake-up call for me. When people say, oh, it's not a loss, it's a learning curve, yeah, it really is because it's switched me on now massively. Any little things that I needed to sharpen up on or touch up on have been touched up on, and I will progress now. I know I will. So.
I mean, just sort of aside from the fight itself, it's kind of a common thing in boxing that you kind of find out who's real to you after you kind of come up against what you come up against in your first defeat as a pro. Did it kind of change your perception around people around you and how they are around you after you suffered your first defeat? Yeah,
definitely. To be fair, I got a load of love and support as well, to be fair, which I didn't think I was going to get because it was a shock loss. Do you know what I mean? I thought people might, I don't know, it happens though, it's boxing, do you know what I mean? It's the only thing that the good thing that I can take away from that fight is that I got a chin, because he hit me with some good shots, and I still haven't touched the canvas yet. I took a points loss, which I shouldn't have, and it was embarrassing on my behalf. But yeah, all I can do is move forward. After my fight, no, I didn't. I mean, yeah, less people messaged me than when I won, obviously. Like, I think that's just the way it goes. But it's a very lonely sport, do you know what I mean? That night, I can't really describe the feeling. It was horrible. It was like it hadn't sunk in that I'd lost yet. Because it was my first ever loss. Because I didn't have no amateurs. I didn't suffer a loss in the amateur. I hadn't suffered a loss in the pro. So it was my first ever boxing loss. And yeah, it wasn't nice, to be fair. Didn't like it. But just get back onto it now. And listen, I've got myself in a good place mentally. So
you said it hadn't quite sunk in at the time. Would you say now, kind of a few months after, you've digested it and kind of beginning to get it out of the system, but you probably won't until you get in the ring again? No,
I mean, me and Lee, the person beating, we've been doing work together. I've been training with Johnny Greaves, who is his trainer.
That makes sense to do that, actually.
Pardon?
That makes sense to do that.
It does, but a lot of people have said how weird it is. If I'm honest, it's weird. There is no personal grudge between me and Lee, do you know what I mean? He was my opponent and he won the fight. It wasn't like there was a personal vendetta or a grudge match or anything like that. It was just my last 4 rounds that I lost. Like, hats off to him, he fought a good fight and he won. Johnny Greaves is one of the most experienced men in boxing. Like, he's had 100 fights as a journeyman. He knows what he's doing. What I think I need to do is perfect the basics. I think when I first started turning pro, I just wanted to, but you see my brother, how he's flying at the minute and things like that, and I wanted to be on other people's levels, but I think I need to stay in my own lane, work at my own pace, and perfect the basics, which I'm going to do with Johnny Greaves, 100%. And now my dad's here as well. You saw him; he's showing me the ropes as well. So I've got 2 very good people that are teaching me the way.
What is the plan for you? We're kind of creeping into October tomorrow, so 3 months left in the year. What is an ideal kind of end to 2019 for you?
Definitely, I want to be out at least once before the end of the year, if not twice. No more 4-rounders, done with them. So it'll be a 6-rounder, an 8-rounder, and then next year, before the summer, I want to fight Nathaniel Wilson.
Yeah.
So, that I'm not trying to go over old news, but it was meant to happen last summer.
Why didn't it happen? That's people don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Chris Eubank's son.
Yeah.
Chris Eubank's senior's son.
Yeah.
Pointing that out. Yeah.
It was going to be on the Dubois Gorman card. I lost.
So that hindered that really.
I wanted to get back to the drawing board before I sort of jumped in, because it weren't going to be over 4 or 6 rounds that fight. Like I said to you, I want to maybe 8 or 10. Do you know what I mean? I'd like that fight to be for something really. I know, but we both need to get into a position where we're able and like at a level to fight for a title or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's a Southern area, whether it's Southern area title fight, it's always good fights. I think, and especially with a Ben Eubank, I think it'd be good. But yeah, I'm not here sitting him calling him out. He knows I want to fight. He wants to fight, so it's going to happen. I want a 6-round.
You're a boxer. There's nothing wrong with calling people out. But I get your position.
But do you know what?
I get your position.
Listen, I don't want to call because he's a real child. I'll be honest. Now I've got that he's a real child because I started it. Not going to lie. I started to call out, but I wasn't rude about it or anything like that. And then he just took it to a different level. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to fight. Okay, I am calling them out then. Yeah, I'd like to fight before summer next year.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good, entertaining. I think we're on similar levels. I just think I have a better chin than him. And I think it's going to be a great fight. So I'm not getting ahead of myself. I need a 6-rounder. I need an 8-rounder. And then that over
2020,
yeah. 2020, before the summer. I'd love to make that happen. As long as the money's right and he's happy with it, I'm happy with it. Why not? So,
of course,
yeah,
mate. So you're going to work now?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
I don't want to make you late because I know you.
No, I'm good.
Like, yeah.
My mum's my boss, so it's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Tell your mum I actually want a night out in Luna.
Yeah. Listen, you've actually got to come down. It's like the place of after parties.
Yeah.
Like
I've never been. It was. Is it the old Oliver's?
Is it old Oliver's?
Yeah, so I've been to
Oliver's
Oliver's many
used to
years
be.
ago.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, of course.
It used to go off Oliver's. I used to work there when I was like 13. It was really good. But yeah, it's the old Oliver's.
Yeah.
And
yeah, tell your mum actually. Yeah, I do fancy. I was talking about it the other day actually because I seem to be going to the same place at the moment. So I'll venture out to Hornchurch.
Venture out to Hornchurch, mate. We'll sort you out. You know that.
No problem. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Yeah, good to catch up with you. And yeah, keep us posted on anything kind of news related, fight related
100%.
in the next few months. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you over the next few weeks. Obviously, your dad's fighting in a couple of months. Connor's fighting at the end of next month. So.
And I'll be fighting within a week or 2 after my dad. So we're all fighting before the end of the year. So
there you go.
It's all good.
Is it mad to kind of have you all training together?
Mate. And to be fair, do you know what else is? He's looking like an animal, mate. I'll be honest with you. Like the way someone can still do that at 55 years old, it's ridiculous, man. Like he tapped me. He was like, "Yeah, right. So this, yeah." Like I'm winded now, but he doesn't. Like, you can't tell him you're winded. But the power is something else. Like he'll tap you, and like it's ridiculous. It is honestly for anyone that's saying is that nah, look in. Yeah, that's it.
It's a bit of a freak of nature, your dad.
It
though.
is.
It's not. You're not going to get many people, even if they've boxed or not, at 55 years old, that can kind of be in the kind of shape he's in and like. You know, I don't know sparring wise because I don't know how much sparring he's done over the years. Do you know what I mean? Because there hasn't been a reason for that to happen.
Yeah, of course.
But now there is. So
we'll see. Look at him. I mean, proof's in the pudding. I'm sure he'll be fine sparring, and I'm sure he'll do just fine in his fight. So yeah.
Harley, thank you very much for your time, and yeah, hopefully we'll catch up with you really soon.
Sweet, mate. Thank you.
Top man.